other countries in the world.
The late Rafik Hariri takes CNN Beirut bureau chief Brent Sadler and the former premier's son Houssam Hariri on a tour of the city he loved. Hariri made this drive from his home in Croydon to the downtown district on daily basis. He explains to CNN that he could not forget the days of the war, but it is now behind. Hariri told Brent Sadler he is enjoying stability as he drives down alleys and roads, all reconstructed following the war. Hariri makes clear he and the rest of the Lebanese are enjoying Lebanon's stability. Of course, he points out, the country still faces economic problems, but this year, Hariri told Sadler, the International Monetary Fund said Lebanon achieved a 5% growth. He stressed it could have been better. Hariri expressed pride in driving through these streets. It is a challenge, he told CNN. All those who oppose the construction of downtown Beirut today say, Hariri told him, I was right.
We have seen so many other countries in the world which they pass through problems as we have passed through. And they still struggling to find the ways and means to rebuild their own countries. But we have done it very fast.
On the way to downtown, Hariri points to his grandson Houssam, schools that dot the region. He then rolls down through newly reconstructed buildings and the Grand Sarai. Tells Houssam this is where his office was. Strolling through downtown alleys on foot with Brent Sadler and Houssam, Lebanese and foreign tourists alike converge on the late premier for a handshake, a picture snap. After all, the globe-trotting Hariri was too famous to be introduced to any foreign tourist.
شو جدو؟ يعطيك العافية. أهلين. شو جدو؟ You see everybody? You see the girls there? Huh?
Everybody?
Yes, everybody.
Everybody, my sister, she wants Barbie.
And what you want?
Me, I don't want anything.
He was a regular stroller by those cafes. People sipping their morning coffee give a sigh of relief and a smile to a passing Rafik Hariri. Young children recognized the man whose parents they heard recount brought international confidence to their capital. On first-name basis, Hariri handshakes with people around.
كيف خالد؟ كيف صحتك؟ أهلين حبيبي أهلين. أهلين
محمد ابني.
أهلين.
عبودي طه.
أهلين.
هذا عبد اللطيف.
أهلين أهلين.
عرفتوا مين؟ مين؟
حريري.
حريري.
لا عمو حريري أهلا. أهلين أهلا. الله يخليك.
عم نتمشى مثل ما نصحتنا بالمشي.
إيه طبعا ما في لازم تتمشى.
اهلين.
الله يخليك.
الله يعطيك العافيه.
جدو شو هذا هون؟ بتعرف شو هذا هون؟ البرلمان. أهلين. عفوا. الله يخليك أهلين ستي. You know what it means برلمان؟ Huh? I will tell you what it means parliament. Parliament, Jiddo, where all the deputies gathers to make laws.
Hariri explains to CNN everything around here was destroyed. He tells Houssam, it was rebuilt because we now live in peace and everyone loves one another.
You know why everything has been built? You know why? For your generation, Jiddo. For you, for your sisters, for other grandchildren, for all the good boys and girls in the world. For the whole Lebanese. Okay? Look.
A woman approaches the premier. I love you, Hariri. Children gather in Parliament Square. Another tourist wants another snap. At the end, it's Hariri. And his grandson Houssam gets a balloon from a vendor.
أهلين حبيبي.
بنتي روان.
ما شاء الله.
الله يخليك.
الله يسلمك. أهلين. ايوه اوكي. انت منين؟
من العراق بس
من العراق؟
من فيينا جايه.
جاي من فيينا، نعم من بغداد؟
Brent Sadler points to Hariri that he has been walking very comfortably. Hariri agrees and tells CNN, the Lebanese are strong. They are now living their lives. They deserved it.
You see that place there? It was all destroyed during the war. Now it has been rebuilt, refurnished, all of it.
Why it all fell down the wall?
Yes,
Why?
because the war is bad. The war is what? The war is what?
I don't know.
Is bad. Yes?
What is the war?
The war, people hurt each other, which is very bad. Okay, Jiddu? Huh? Say, I hate the war. This is a place which resumed the 10 years of after war, which shown how the Lebanese people are strong, determined to live their life as they deserve. Ahlan marhaba. As they deserve. They work hard day and night to rebuild their own country. They work hard to show the world that they want the peace, they want stability, they want to live together, Christian and Muslim. You see all the people here, now it is almost empty, but after a few hours, especially at night, you see hundreds, if not thousands of people walking around from all over Lebanon and from the Arab world.
So the fact that the ethnic divisions are still here to some degree in this country, you feel that this is like a melting pot.
Yes, but it's not ethnic, it is a religious difference. You know, we have different religions, not different ethnics. We have Christian and Muslims and all sects of Muslims and all sects of Christians. They live together with peace, and they show the world that it is possible to live together, and they are living together.
And this
And
is
look
one
to
of
the mosque here. A new mosque is built, and now this is a church,
The
another
Orthodox
church,
church.
Orthodox church, Catholic church, Maronite church. So all together, living side by side, with no problem whatsoever.
And this was one of the largest post-war projects since the Second World War, wasn't it?
Yes, I think so.
When you went into this, did you have a vision that this, come what may, must work?
You know, yes, because I worked in Saudi Arabia for a long time and I saw a huge project there. So it was not a surprise for me. The scale of work in Saudi Arabia is huge. So when you look at the scale here, compare it with projects in Saudi Arabia, you can understand it. But if you live all your life here and you see the destruction in this country, it might scare you.
لأنها فرصة نسلم عليك قاعدين هون دكتور
الله
كيف
يخليك.
صحة
تسلم
ماشي
الله يسلمك.
الحال
الحمد
الله
لله.
يخليه يا رب
الله يسلمك.
دبرنا مشي
سلامتك حبيبي.
What's your most favourite part? This is the parliament.
This is a parliament, yes. This shows the democracy in the country. This is a place where all the laws are made, which shown how much the Lebanese people are determined to keep their democracy, despite all the pressure they had in the past and they might have in the future. But the democratic system is very strong, extremely strong. And I don't think that we have any other choice but to strengthening our democratic system.
What's your favourite part of this project?
Each piece of it, I love it. Each piece of Beirut, I love. Each piece of Lebanon, I love. You know, I cannot explain how I feel when I come here or I go to anywhere, to any place in Lebanon. It is a feeling of presence and history and love.
He told CNN, "I want my grandchildren, when they walk here, to say my grandfather participated in rebuilding the city. I have 8 grandchildren. I bring them here one by one." At his favorite Etoile Cafe, Hariri snacks with Houssam and Sadler. Proudly, he explains, on Saturday nights you cannot find one empty table here. Hariri's heart and soul are in the downtown, and he admits that. He explained that some people had criticized the project, but points out, if you want to build a city, you have to accept criticism, citing the example of Berlin. He recounted with pride a long list of summits and conferences taking place in the Lebanese capital and confirmed to CNN he was seeking to move OPEC's headquarters to the Lebanese capital. He wanted all international organizations to have representation here.
Is it difficult for you ever to imagine that you would not be a part of the developing process in Lebanon, the rebuilding of central Beirut commercial district?
Yeah,
You've put your heart and soul into this, haven't you?
You know, when we start this project and other projects, I was criticized by so many people. And the best thing I heard from a lady, she used to criticize me on the newspaper. And after years, I met her in a social gathering. She came to me and she said, you know, I'm very happy that you did not listen to me.
Sadler tells Hariri when he used to report from Beirut, he referred to the city during the war as the terror capital of the world, citing hostage takings and car bombings. Now it's changed. What's the key to this success? He asked Hariri. Rafik Hariri said things actually improved drastically, especially in the past 8 years. Beirut is now a new and vibrant city. The key to success, he told CNN, is determination and honesty and having people's faith. And that you know in elections.